Hello friend, this is Sanjay Kumar, creator of SelectorsHub. Request you please subscribe to the channel if you are new here to get all such innovative updates. Application with all the scenarios to take the web automation interview. So like in the past, we all has this like this kind of situation when we have to take the interview. Generally, like most of the time, what we used to do, like give an application where some normal input box are there or something like create a Gmail account. This kind of scenarios we all used to give to the interviewee, and it became like many a times hard to test the actual knowledge of the person, because like anybody can learn this, that entering value or like clicking on some element, writing XPath for normal element. But if we have to test the actual knowledge of one person who has the actually the knowledge of like actual DOM, how to automate the process, how to understand like which kind of element it is in the web, whether it can be automated, whether it cannot be automated, what kind of XPath can be written for that element. So all those scenarios, due to lack of like web application availability, we were not able to take the interview. Due to lack of scenarios available on the internet, due to that also we were not able to test the skill set of a person. So considering all those things, here I have created this page under Selectors website. If you go under more here, or more under this, there is an XPath practice page. The URL is selectorshub.com XPath practice page here. So I have created this page. Here I have added all the scenarios, like all possible, like more complex scenarios, simple scenarios, which we can test to take the interview of any candidate, any person for like web automation interview, and see like how good they are, how good knowledge of an application, of an automation scenario, of the DOM they have, how they can understand about the DOM, how they can inspect the element, whether they can automate those things or not. So all those things has been covered in this page. So this is a really good web application, and trust me, like if a person can automate this page, I would highly recommend that candidate for web automation testing. He's a really expert if one can automate this page. He's a really good expert in automating, like in automation testing, if one can automate this complete page, like entering value in each and every field in this page, and then clicking on all the links on available on this page. If one can do that, then he is really good in automation testing. In this page, what all scenarios are covered? Scenarios which has been covered here, like shadow DOM, SVG element inside shadow DOM, nested shadow DOM, closed shadow DOM, closed shadow DOM inside open shadow DOM, iframe inside shadow DOM inside iframe, nested shadow DOM inside iframe, closed shadow DOM inside iframe, then closed shadow DOM inside open shadow DOM, and open shadow DOM inside iframe, canvas element, single iframe, nested iframe, which is like multiple iframes, cross origin iframe, spin loader is there in which disappear in like 1 2 seconds, email field with form validation message tooltip, something like this. Like if we enter wrong email address here, this kind of validation tooltip comes. So you can ask the interview that how can you verify such kind of tooltips, how can you get the text of this tooltip and verify with the expected result, enter value in this field. So how they can enter the value in the disabled field, like these. Then this drop down is there, multilingual application, how they can automate. So that scenario, those kind of scenarios, table scenario is there. These are different kinds of really complicated fields. If they can enter the value, that's like really amazing. And I mean, it's not just that like they can enter the value or click on these. Yes, you can say that what if like someone just practice on this page and they learn all these scenarios, they remember, and they just come with the preparation about this interview, or someone like write a git code for this to automate this page, so one can memorize that? No. That's true. Yes, that's true that one can memorize and one can just like copy and paste the code to show that we can automate. But but if someone is able to explain that code, that how that is executing, how that is working, so that's what we are looking for. Like that's what we want. Like if someone understand how does this code work, if someone understand if this app, like if they inspect this element and then they can explain in the DOM that this element is inside closed shadow DOM, then this closed shadow DOM is inside open shadow DOM, and then this open shadow DOM is inside iframe. Then if they are able to explain all this and they have the knowledge that how to look into the DOM for an element, what is this element, whether this is an iframe, frame, shadow DOM, if they can understand that, if they can explain that like this is open shadow DOM, and if it is automatable, we can access the shadow DOM elements or not, if they are able to all explain that, so then that's the right thing, right? So that because of course like people will use this application to for the learning purpose, for the practice purpose, and if they will find the similar application in interview as well, then they can do also automate that. Yes, I agree on that point. But at the same time, if someone is able to explain all kind of scenarios and they understand that yes, this how to explain this scenario and how to look into the DOM, whether it's an open shadow DOM, closed shadow DOM, iframe, svg, and how to enable the disabled field, how to handle the tables. So that's all those all scenarios has been covered in this web application, which you can easily test and ask the interview to solve such kind of problem and explain to you. If they are able to explain, then that's the right candidate. Also, like there are rarely any application, public application, which has such kind of scenarios where you will see the iframe inside shadow DOM or shadow DOM inside iframe. So this will help to and as well as like nested shadow DOM, nested iframe, multiple iframe, multiple shadow DOM. So all this will help you to like test the knowledge of the candidate, because generally like not any public application will rarely any public application has such kind of scenarios. Though in general, like many application, with my experience with like because I interact with so many people in the industry who come from the web automation testing world or web world, they like come up with such kind of scenarios that they are not able to automate handle this scenario because this is inside shadow DOM or this is inside multiple shadow DOM, and they never found any solution, any application where they could have learned or practiced such kind of scenarios. So that's where these ideas came. So it is required to test people's such kind of skills of the people, that whether they have whether they can automate such kind of scenarios or not, whether they have the knowledge of looking into the DOM or not, whether they can understand what to do. Like if we have to, like this is a field which is disabled, how they can make it enabled. Sometimes it could be enabled by clicking on some element, sometimes it cannot be like just by clicking on some element. You will have to execute code, selenium code. Through that you will have to automate like make it enable, how to handle such kind of drop down, how to handle such kind of bubble loader or like a spin loader like this was there. So these all things if they can answer, then definitely that's a right fit, right candidate. Like this field, enter pizza name, these are the fields which are like inside multiple shadow DOM. So if one is able to explain that, if one is able to understand that like this is inside two nested shadow DOM, then if it is, if any element inside closed shadow DOM, how to handle those, if any link is inside closed shadow DOM, how to click on them. So all these things will be have like will help to take the interview of the person, of the candidate, to test their knowledge, to test their skills. If any element is inside iframe, how many iframes are there, and so all sorts of things you can test there. So feel free to use this application. This is absolutely free. This is again a great innovative solution to solve the people's problem, those who are not like those who many times those who are not able to test the all the skills of the candidate. And in fact you can take this application, give it as a a demo project or interview written exam to the candidate with some of the questions, and if they are able to come up with a solution, and if they can explain that how they have done that, how they have automated this all these things, then it's a at least you can get a basic start that this person has all these knowledge. And then you can as per your requirement, then you can ask other interview questions, and the basic testing of that candidate can be done from this application. Not just basic, I would suggest, I would say, at least some good expert only could explain and would be able to automate this application. Not an easy thing to for a beginner to explain all these scenarios like Cerodom, multi-language application, then drop down spin loader, multiple kinds of iframe, SVG elements, etc. So not easy at all. Of course, really good things are there in this web application. So I hope you can you will use this and you will find it more useful. If you have any other scenarios like which you want me to include in this page, please feel free to let me know. Let me know here in you can connect with me on any of these social media platform, and do let me know. I would be more than happy to add your like uh, scenario here which you feel. And these are some of the most of the scenarios which are present in this page, so which you can have a look and you can take the interview. And trust me, this will definitely help you to save a lot of time, as well as this will make your interview process more simplified, simple, and you would be able to find the right candidate for your company, for your team. With that, thank you so much, and let others know about this great web application. This will certainly help everyone, and already helping whole community to learn, take the interview, and a lot of things. With that, thank you so much for watching. Please like and share, and let me know your thoughts on in the comment section about this web application. Thank you so much for watching.